beautiful souls, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's pick a card reading is going to be on what's happening in the next chapter of your life. 4 groups to choose from, group 1, 2, 3 or 4. Once you know your group number, just go down to the timestamp below and click on it, and that will take you directly to your reading. Please bear in mind that you do have free choice and free will as well, and that the reading from Spirit and I is where your vibration is currently in alignment with. Without further ado, I shall see you shortly. Enjoy! Welcome back, group number 1. This is your deck that you chose. So what we're going to do is now outlay some cards for you. Let's have a look. I'm actually going to be doing these all upright. Let's have a look. The first thing I want to say to group number 1 is just to hang in there. It just feels like there's been some disappointments or a situation where there's been some sort of conflict or frustration here, and I feel like trying to get a handle on everything, and there seems to be a little bit of lack of balance here with you, sort of like with the 2 of Pence. It's that sort of juggling here. But just hang in there, because I think that the results are coming in for you, but it's just not coming in maybe the way that you think, and it just requires you to be really open and flexible, I'm going to say, because I feel like there's going to be some very good news soon to come in for you regarding your finances and your work here too. With the 5 of Cups, sometimes it feels like, kind of feels like group number 1 feel like they need a little bit of recharge with their batteries. They might need to take some time out and to rejuvenate, and I just feel like get outside a little more. Switch off from what's frustrating you a little bit here, or acknowledge it and then let something go here, or it just feels like not getting caught up and frustrated with yourself. With that 2 of Pentacles, there's this sort of balancing thing here. I think that you're trying to ascertain and create, I'm going to say, more balance in your life that's going to give you the lifestyle that you're looking for, and it just feels like you're just looking for that first break with something that you're doing, and first breakthrough. And I feel like that will come in with the Page of Wands here, because you've got the 8 of Pence here, which is saying yes, it's coming in. Just requires you to be a little bit more patient, although you've been patient, just a little bit more, and I feel like it's coming in for you. Yeah, I actually think there's going to be choices for you and decisions to make. Let's have a look with I think the people that are in your life. I feel like you're going to be rebirthing a part of your life with the Death card here, and letting go of what doesn't serve your growth, and letting go of what isn't working, and focusing on maybe 2 areas of your life here that it feels like brings you a lot of happiness and contentment as well. It feels like there's something about feeling more fulfilled with group number 1 that comes in as well, and just wanting to feel like feels like there's been a little bit of frustration here with not getting a result, and it just feels like you're wanting something back the way that it used to be, and that's had to sort of change. And once you surrender and let go a little bit, maybe being a little bit hard on yourself, it feels like you've got you're freeing your energy up a little bit here. But I feel like once you get those first little bit of results to come in here that you've been working really, really hard for, it feels like it opens up other avenues or doors for you with opportunities here. And there may be like I don't know if it's an offering of a partnership or a collaboration here. It says here with the 2 of Wands here as well, but this will actually transform or rebirth something completely new with your life. Let me just see. I'm just going to get one more. Yeah, this is to do with work as well. And for some of you here, for group number 1, I feel like if they haven't met their other half yet, or haven't had a relationship yet, the relationship, I think, to come in for them, there could be some sort of connection where it's going to be complementary with their work, or that they're going to understand their work a little, and be very supportive and caring. Yeah, you've got the Star here as well, which is really nice. So I feel like your dreams and your goals are coming into fruition. you've got this inspiration, you're feeling really inspired, you're feeling like you're sort of not on your own anymore, that you're actually feeling more connected, and it feels like you're starting to have this amazing new perspective on that we're so much more than just ourselves, that there's like we're connected to so much more than just our body, if that makes sense, that there's so much more else out there, that there's a lot more to us than just our human body, that we're so connected to the universe, and that the universe can actually, you can start working in alignment more with the universe and with what you want. Here it feels, again, you'll get the results. I'm going to say lots of people, lots of collaborations to come in here, which feels exciting. Yep. The only thing is for group number one is that I'm going to say that you might have a lot of projects on the go all at once sometimes, or starting to feel like you're needing to sort of, if you're feeling a bit time poor here, that you've just got to keep everything in stride. So I think that you need to sort of peel back something that isn't serving you growth anymore and let it go with the rebirthing, with the death card that I saw before for you. I feel like you're going to be really selective with who is going to be allowed in your personal space, because it feels like you're letting go of anything toxic here, with toxic people, whether it's work or personal or other. It just feels like you're just wanting to let it go and surrender, and not feel like feels like you're wanting to sort of gain more control of your life here as well. Let's have a look. We'll do one more here. Yeah, you definitely got choices here in regards to a relationship as well here. And I felt like I might relate the devil card. So there could be sometimes maybe a Capricorn, or someone who could be, maybe I like to get their own way a little bit. Sometimes the devil is a little bit more like someone that might be a little bit controlling. So if you're sort of wanting to free yourself up from energy that has been taxing you or toxic, I just feel like it's just saying, just with the Lovers card here, just choose very wisely, the people that you want in your life, because it feels like you don't want to be sort of tied down or restricted, or feel like you're not able to be your beautiful, authentic self here. I feel like you don't want to be controlled, it says here as well. I'm going to get a bit more. Okay, you've got here, have you asked your angels for help with this? I'm just going to read it out. Your angels want to help you with the situation. However, they require your permission before they intervene in your free will and choices. I guess it's sometimes so easy for us all to feel like we get so caught up in a situation and we forget that we do need to sometimes connect with something, say, greater than ourselves, with the stars. So it feels like maybe taking the time out at night and maybe connecting to the moon or to the stars, and taking a couple of deep breaths and just asking for a bit of guidance here, and giving some support here. It feels like there may be some decisions to be made over a situation, and that's actually stumping you a little bit. Now, for some, because it's a general collective reading, it could be on a relationship, and for others it could be a partnership in business. So I'm just going to say that I feel like by sort of tapping back into the faith that you have had in the past, and that I feel like will help you with the answers of whether or not you want to go forward with something there. It feels, and I've just pulled one out. Yeah, it says listen to your intuitive feelings, which is what I was saying before. Your body is receiving accurate messages from the divine. So it's like listening to your higher self, listening. I actually feel group number one, you're actually receiving the messages, but maybe it's not something you want to hear or you want to act upon, and you're asking for another sign. But I feel like you've already had the sign given to you here as well. So I feel like if you're letting go of anything in your next chapter that is, say, toxic, it's because you're allowing a new cycle to come in, and you're going to be rebirthing your life for something that's going to be more fulfilling and definitely more rewarding. That's what I have for you, group number one. Sending you lots of hugs. Welcome back, group number two. I'm just shuffling your deck, and I'm going to start to pull out some cards for you. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got the King of Cups and the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords, Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles as the outcome here. Wow, it just feels like you're learning to be your authentic self. There may have been a disappointment in your life that you've been masking or not really revealing or showing people to do with a past relationship or friendship here. It says there's been a little bit of setback or disappointment. The thing is with the Ten of Swords is that the worst is it's already happened. So you've actually got an opportunity now to start fresh with a new cycle in your life. It just feels like here with the other deck, it's like they're saying the new dawn is pending. So even though there's been a disappointment here, tomorrow is another day. It's a new beginning and you're going to put your best foot forward here. It just feels like you're figuring out who you are and what you want. And it just felt like there might have been a little bit of maybe deception around a person that you had some confusion on, and maybe that you thought you knew them and or they acted differently to what you've seen before, and it's kind of just thrown you a little bit. So this is the next chapter in your life. So it's just saying that you're learning a lot about friendships or relationships here, and you're wanting to sort of like slowly move forward here from it, and or move forward in a different pace than what has been happening, because this feels like it's been happening for a while, but I feel like you're wanting to move forward faster, maybe to get through something here. Let me just see. Seven of Pence, King of Swords, Knight of Pence, and wow. So yeah, well, you certainly know how to process, and it feels like you've been deeply processing group number 2 a lot about what hasn't been working out in your life and trying to sort of make head or tail of it, and then sort of wanting to sort of move forward here. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of success that comes in for you here with something that I feel like you've been working solidly on, and it feels like there may be another connection with another person with this that you've been working with. Now that may not mean necessarily an equal partnership, but it might mean that you've been getting support, help. It could be through a mentor or a teacher or someone who's been encouraging you, because the Nine of Pence is usually being successful with what you've done for yourself on some level, and the Sun just makes you feel really happy that you feel like you've got part of your life back on track here, and that it's like the sun shining down on you and you're feeling the beautiful radiant sun, and feeling that there's been a wish that's been fulfilled here on some level, that the hard work that you've done has sort of paid off here as well. Definitely feels like you're going into what you feel like more fairer times. So in the past it felt like if there was something that was a little unjust or not fair, it feels like you're feeling like you're putting that behind you and you're moving into a time of where you're feeling life feels a little bit more fairer for you. Let's have a look. Yep, you've definitely got that wish card here with the Nine of Cups, that there's been a dream, a goal, or a wish or a desire coming in that's going to surprise you and ultimately be very happy and successful with. You've got a lot of change to come in. I think your next chapter in your life is actually learning about adapting to change and embracing it and feeling good about it. The Tower will only ever come up to someone in their life if they haven't built something with a proper foundation, or if you're on the wrong path, and it kind of comes in and it sweeps away, sort of takes everything away from us so we can then rebuild our life with a solid foundation. So there's a lot of change to come in here for you, and that feels interesting and good. I feel like you're looking at maybe how you perceive things if you've had a disappointment, and how you manage it here with the Five of Swords, because that's sort of that little bit of that sensing and feeling about how you think and feel about things. So it's really more about the thought side of things that you're trying to break down and have a breakthrough with, which I feel like you will, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune next to it. So I think if you've been looking at, say, how can I improve my behavior, or how can I improve, what would you say? How can I improve how I respond to things, or how can I become the best version of myself? And if this is what I've been noticing about myself, how can I change this so that reacting differently here? So it feels like you're doing a lot of like deep thought, soul searching on some level. Eight of Wands is that there's Feels like group number 2 have 2 speeds, stop and full speed ahead. I don't think there's a middle gear. I think you guys need to find a middle gear occasionally, because it feels like it can get very busy. It can get very hectic. It feels like there's things when that happens, it can happen very intensely, and then it can mellow out, and then it happens very intensely. But you've got a lot of, let's say, you're going to have a choice in a relationship here. And you can choose to sort of become the hermit, or you can embrace the 8 of Wands, so it's going to happen quite swiftly. But I felt like maybe you're sort of wanting a relationship, but it feels like you just don't want to get disappointed or set back or hurt again, or if you've been let down. These people are, this person that will come in for you would be very loving and caring. I'm going to say there's maybe a strong Pisces vibration with them, or maybe sun, moon, or ascendant. Yeah, it feels like they're caring, they're sensitive. They just feel like they've got your back. I feel like it's your choice though with the Hermit here, because it feels like with the Hermit, it's like I feel like you're kind of having a tendency to, if love comes into your life, you might sort of want it, but you retreat, or you don't want to sabotage your happiness here, or just to, if it happens very quickly, is just to be grounded with it and get to know them first, and not sort of think, you know, in the first 3 weeks that they're going to be the one. Just to enjoy it a little more first. Take your time with it more. Let's just have a look. This. Okay. You've definitely been dealing with a past life issue, and that's why you've been doing a lot of soul searching, because you've got the past life card here, or past life issue, and I'm just going to read out the meaning to you. It says, this situation is the basis is one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, learn, and heal from your past experiences. So you've had a major karmatic lesson to do with friendships, relationships, and the give and the take of a friendship maybe, and how I feel like how your perception is and how you give and take, and maybe what you receive as well. And if it's led to that you feel like you're doing a lot of helping, but you're still sort of feeling like you're either being taken advantage of, or you're not sure, it's like you've gone, well, hang on a sec, maybe I need to look at this again and look at myself. But I do think it's actually something to do with not from this lifetime. It feels like it's also been from another lifetime here, and it feels like you're trying to definitely with the Hermit here, I feel like wanting to bring something in a completional phase here with it. Let's just see. It's just saying crystals here. The energy of the crystal support you and helps you with your present situation. So I feel like maybe these people may have crystals in their home, or that they've been given a crystal, or it just feels like that they kind of understand that that, you know, crystals are meant to help on some level. So if there is a crystal that's been given to you, or you have crystals, maybe put the crystals to good use, honor them, and you could program them. Or it just feels like if you're wanting to maybe even grid the home for protection here, or creating a sacred space with the crystals so that you can process in a different way. But it just feels here that with the crystals, it's also saying getting a little bit sort of grounded, I would imagine, with the crystals. So that's sort of grounding yourself as well, with maybe Mother Nature too. I'm going to get one more on that and just see. Law of attraction. Relationships activates that you once enjoyed now are changing as you become more sensitive and aware to your energies. Yeah. So it feels like you're needing to learn to adapt to the changes a little bit, and that it feels like there's a lot of deep thinkers with group number 2, and that it feels like you're sort of really trying to, on some level, complete a lot of your karmatic debt or your past life experiences in that, so you can really step forward into your soul purpose for this lifetime. Wow. I'm going to leave that one with you, group number 2. I'm sending you lots of amazing hugs. All the best. Hello, group number 3. We're just putting the cards out for you. Lots of ideas, group number 3. That's the first thing that comes up. Okay. Alrighty, we've got 5 of Pence, 4 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ace of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. I keep getting this thing here with number 3 is that I feel like I've got this. I can stabilize my finances. I can stabilize my life. And then I feel the 5 of Pence hits you a little bit, or you have a hiccup here and you go, darn it, I thought I had it this time and now I have to go back to rebuilding. So it just feels like you're learning, getting the wisdom of the 5 of Pence. And that's a little bit like there may be some temporary situations where it's been a temporary loss or something, or there has been a loss or something coming in around you. It is in the next chapter, it's saying that it's temporary because you've actually got other this is freeing you up. Whatever loss you've had is going to free you up to really find your true passion, to rebuild your life with a solid foundation. I actually think you're going to be more in charge of your life and your decisions. With the Magician card, there's definitely a business idea, a new job, or a business idea coming into fruition here. It feels like you're more than capable, being equipped with all the skill set here to set something up and to actually get some amazing rewards from here. I actually think that there's something to do with working from home because you've got the 4 of Wands here as well. And the Ace of Wands, you're kind of like ideas, man or woman, like you've got this you have these amazing ideas that are going to happen sort of like quickly, and the Magician feels like you've actually got the skills to know how to ground your idea and get tangible results from it. So a lot of people may have great ideas, but they don't know the next steps. But I feel like you know how to do the next steps. So whatever loss that you experienced is your blessing. This is your next chapter because it's going to make you realize that you're more than capable of setting something up for yourself, and there's success here. I actually think that if someone has had delays, now this is a general collective reading and I'm not sure why I'm saying this, so I'm just going to put it out there. If there's been a delay in something with someone who wanted to get married, I feel like they're going to, it's going to go ahead. The date just got changed, that's all, but it is going to go ahead because there's a lot of happiness in that to come in here as well. You're definitely wanting to create the life that you want here too. Let's have a look, get more. It feels like you've been brave by taking these steps and tapping into your inner strength and being really courageous here. And it feels like you get to this point and you go, yay, I did it. And then there's this big decision and you go, I'm back here. I have to make a decision again. Oh, wow. And I don't feel like it just requires you to be a little spontaneous maybe. We're not saying, don't go where angels fear to tread kind of thing. It just says here that your next step with what you want to do with your life feels like you will need to take a calculated chance here. So you need to get out of your comfort zone, group number 3. And it does pay off because it feels like, again, you've got building this amazing life with an amazing partner. I'm going to say here, potential marriage here, it says. So that feels really, really cool. And look at that, happy home. So you've got 2 out of the major cards here to imply that if part of your life is wanting to share life with someone really amazing and beautiful and have a successful business, I actually feel like you've got the partner coming in here and you've got the, could have a bit of a fire sign, sun, moon or ascendant. And you've actually also got the 10 of Pence here. So I feel like there's going to be children for those who, if it's not children, this is a general collective reading, it might be the 4-legged variety type of children, a pet, in other words. But it just feels like you're going to be taking a chance maybe in, I'm going to say in business and also in love. And I feel like it pays off for you. The chances pay off. Let me just see. There's also security. There's something to do with having that sort of security, financial security here. I'm going to say group number 3, people might sometimes worry a little bit. So it's really important to learn how to get into some nature or de-stress or find ways of sort of not allowing those sort of intrusive thoughts to sort of rule the roost here, and that you kind of learn to combat this as well. And I feel like you will. In the other deck, if we look at these binds are pretty loose. So it might be just a matter of perceiving things in a different way, but to maybe stop worrying. It feels like in the past, if you've been burnt, because I see that sometimes it's being burnt or disappointed with the Five of Pence, that there's been that setback. This future relationship here, it feels, or this one that's coming in or that you have at the moment, it feels like you may be worried about something happening because it's happened to you in the past here, but it feels like this love is really strong and this person isn't going to go anywhere, but it just feels like it's really not them. It's actually you taking responsibility for your thoughts here, it says. Let's have a look. And wow, look at this intuition. This is incredible intuition and incredible connections with people, and learning to be more open-hearted and not really worrying about what people think. It feels for group number 3, it's like I feel like they're just going to be their beautiful selves, and it feels like you're really coming into your own and you are absolutely 100% blossoming here. Just going to get... Yeah, it kind of feels like it's, this is really beautiful. Solar plexus chakra. It is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. So I kind of get the feeling that you're stepping into your power and you're learning a lot about yourself by finding that you're having these successes maybe with a situation that didn't pan out for you initially at first, but then realizing and discovering that it was your blessing in disguise, because it actually kind of made you step outside your comfort zone a little bit by taking calculated chances, and then you kind of discovered your passion and your dreams, and you got the guy or the girl, you know, in the relationship as well. It feels like for you, you might have had your solar plexus chakra, maybe in this situation here, it kind of felt like a little bit hurt, and it just feels like you've been healing that on some level. So I'm going to say yellow and orange colors for that area comes in. Let's have a look. And it feels like it's really safe for you now to, you know, to really take charge of your life and to show the world who you are with the High Priestess here, because I think that the world needs people like you. Let's have a look. Indigo. The person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive and natural born leader. That is you, group number 3, down to a T. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that there because I love that reading for you so much, and I just feel like we need to soak it up and embrace the amazing gifts that you have for the next chapter in your life. I am going to wish you all the best, group number 3, and send you lots of hugs. Hello, group number 4. Do you know there's not a lot of cards in this deck? So I might play with some other cards too as we pick them out. Opportunities are coming your way. Stop fretting or stressing. Stop giving yourself a hard time. Just connect to your breath. Ground yourself. I actually feel like the conflict, if you're feeling conflict, is internal, and it might be the pressure that you're putting on yourself here. Let's have a look. Well, it certainly feels like for group number 4 that the passion, I feel like that's coming in for you. It feels like you've had to take a little bit of time out, or that you've needed to take some time out to not just reflect, but maybe to heal on some level with something here in your life, whether it's been just a disappointment or something in the physical sense here, whether it's health or physical, but it just feels like you're taking the time out. And I feel like for those, again, as it's a general collective reading, I just feel like for those who like to meditate, it really feels like you're going to start to it's really going to start to pay off for you. It feels like you're trying to manifest here too, I'm going to say, and it feels like you're figuring out your passions, you're figuring out what it is you want. There is an opportunity that's going to come for you, which I feel will help. Yep. Something about group number 4, people are quite caring, I feel. They give a lot. to do with health and well-being, and I actually feel like that could be a personal interest or an occupation here, but it feels like there's that general interest. Of course, it comes up as being that you've got this incredible strength. I actually think group number 4 really learning a lot about boundaries. I'd like to know about this 2 of Cups. So I'm using, because we have very small deck here, I'm going to use this deck and just see what's the 2 of Cups about. I think the 2 of Cups is about sometimes like an offering in a partnership, because you've got the Ace of Wands here with the female, or it could be the male counterpart of the female. So I'm going to say it could be a fire sign person here. And it just feels like there might be that thing of, I'm going to say that you're going to have the responsibilities with a job that's going to be, the responsibilities are going to be shared on some level. And say if you were in a business, then, and if you have a business partner, then it's like those responsibilities are going to be shared for you, and there's going to be more balance in your life. Or if you're in a job, it might be that the responsibilities are that, yes, you have this sort of certain criteria, but there's also people to give you that support or more support. You're going to feel quite victorious in what you're going to do. I just feel like group number 4 people have, I'm going to say, have this natural sort of ability to make people feel good about themselves. I feel like they may be like the healers as well, like of the groups here. So the healers or the carers on some level, helping other people when they become overwhelmed or when things happen quickly in their life. But it also feels like, if these things have happened to you too, that you're actually learning and growing from it and managing it. You've actually got this really great opportunity to come in for you. It just needs to be nurtured. And I feel like, again, it's just that if you're feeling like you're making a little bit of progress, and just to watch you feeling a little bit, what I would say, overwhelmed here, just to go with the flow a little bit more. I feel like because you've got the 6 of Pens here, which can be sometimes that wonderful helping hand, like getting some help either financially, maybe it's a grant that you're going for, or it's a little extra money in the kitty somehow. So whether or not it's someone giving you a little bit of money, or that there's money that comes to you in an unexpected way. I'm not going to say it's a massive amount, but it's something that I feel like comes in that helps you with something here that you're grateful for. And it feels like it can also be on the same token that you're looking at creating more balance in your life here when things get really busy. So there's something about, I'm going to say, where your work is concerned, is balancing your work out when things get really busy. But I feel like because you're going to either have a person around you, if it is a partnership, that they're going to take some of that responsibility, so that it becomes less overwhelming maybe for you on that level. Or if it's a job, maybe it's like you're going to have, say, someone more help, say in the office, or gaining more support here as well. There's something about wanting to set something up, I think, that's going to help people here with healing, and I feel like you're in the throes of doing it and managing it and getting it sorted. Let me just check. Get one more. Wow, crown chakra, pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages from the true guide sent to answer your prayers. So this feels like don't be afraid to connect to your ideas and explore it a little. Just give yourself some time to maybe journal it or write it down, it says here, because I feel like you're going to have the support now than maybe what you did, say, a year ago or 6 months ago or 3 months ago. It just feels like your kind of next chapter is creating that balance for yourself, and then helping others in their life with, say, I'm going to say either their situations of where they need support in. So whatever it's like you walk your talk on some level. That's the best way I can describe it. And by walking your talk, I mean that on some vibrational level here, it feels like you practice what you preach here, because I feel like you're really passionate about something with health and well-being, and it feels like if it's a way of lifestyle for you, it feels like you're sort of leading by example here. And it feels like, as you're a human, that in the past, if you have been that sort of overwhelmed in that, you're actually then helping others once you've mastered this to then find strategies to help them with that too. The Knight of Swords here, it feels like things can happen very quickly, and that could also maybe transpire very quickly in your love life. So just be aware that if they rush in, they can just as equally rush out very quickly if it's not grounded. So we want your feet not this far off the ground, sweeping off the ground. We want you to be nice and grounded. Allow yourself to be courted. and wined and dined in a really nice way, so that, you know, you can get to know the person first. Let's have a look. I'll just do this one. The God box. Okay, so it says here, write any worries or concerns or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container called the God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So you're just really learning to let go and release what doesn't serve your growth if there's been worries and concerns, because I think that might be one of your lessons here about learning how to deal with maybe frustrations or blocks, or if there's been those sort of concerns, that you're trying to sort of learn to shift it in a different space or perception. Because there is that sort of interest in health and well-being here that comes up here for yourself or for others, or getting the support that you need there as well. I will get one more. Visualize your success. So I see yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So I feel like there's this energy here of you wanting to be successful in an idea that you have, which I feel you'll get the support on very clearly here. And you don't have to do everything on your own. So you won't have to feel that overwhelmed feeling, because you're going to have support, which you may not have had before, because you've got this amazing Six of Pence here saying that I think you're a bit of a kind soul and you may tend to give a lot, but you don't want to also be a doormat. You want to have some boundaries there. But I feel like once you learn, maybe if you do get overwhelmed, sometimes here it says here to manage that, where I feel like you can sort of get a handle on it. I actually think that group number 4 I feel like you're quite sensitive. So I feel like you might come across as, hey, yeah, I'm strong, I'm cool, I'm this, I'm all good. But I think that they're a little bit of a sensitive soul underneath here. So, and I feel like they don't like people to see that side to them. So I think you're learning to manifest in a different way. And in the past, you're feeling overwhelmed when things don't work out the way that you want straight away. It feels like you're learning to manage everything in your stride here. And you're also definitely learning, you've got these amazing ideas. I think your crown chakra or your spirit guides have been trying to get you to connect to your higher self and listen to your ideas more, which I feel will be good. You're learning strategies to manage something here that feels like sometimes might trip you up. So whether that's just, again, getting overwhelmed or getting frustrated. And I actually think that for some of those, because there are sensitive souls here, that if someone rushes into your life and promises you the world, well, just allow yourself to be caught in and just say, we'll wait and see. I'll get back to you. Let's wait and see. You don't want to sort of feel like that it's not grounded. You want to be comfortable with it as well. Let me just do one more for you. One more for group number 4. Just saying, you know, always eat the best of what you can with the foods, and that it's like treating it as the body as your temple, so that you can actually feel good and healthy and do what you need to do. So it says here, fresh organic fruits and vegetables give you a boost in high life force energy, which elevates your spiritual frequency. So you might be also trying to learn how to raise your vibration on some level here, and I think you can enjoy that and have a lot of fun with that. That could be as simple as putting on some music or talking to your friends, doing things that you're passionate about. If you have hobbies, there's lots of different ways that you can raise your vibration. It might mean empowering yourself somehow, or learning something, as I said, doing something that you enjoy. But for those, it could be as simple as listening to some music. It just feels like group number 4 are finding what healthy ways of releasing of what doesn't serve their growth, and just learning to manage, say, some of those burdens there that they feel sometimes. But I feel like you're coming into a period of where you will feel less burdened, because there is definitely going to be more support here, which will help you once you listen to your ideas here. And then I feel like you start to manifest the success the way that you want it. That's what I have for you, group number 4. I'm sending you lots and lots of hugs. Bye for now.